Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tim. This is another Real Ideal Gear review, and today we're looking at the Vaer DS2. This is a fantastic watch. I'm going to put all the specifications down here. I'm not going to get into the specs verbally here. You're going to see those at the bottom of the screen. But this watch is outstanding. The proportions of this watch, the chunkiness factor on this watch is fantastic, partly because this is a quartz movement, and that's okay. Actually, Paul Whaley, I think I'm converting over to a quartz movement guy, watch by watch. So Casio started the move, and then over the past year, I just have gone all in on quartz movement watches. So Vaer sent me this watch, so this is a watch that I get to keep. And I think this watch I am going to keep because this watch has just so many good things about it. There is one thing in here that I'm not a fan of, and it pains me to not give this a 10 out of 10, but I just can't do it. But is this one of the watches of 2025 that will make it to the top 10 list for 2025? Absolutely, this watch will make that list. So let's go through the list that we always go through: size, fitment, finish, accuracy, and legibility in Lume. So as far as the size of the watch goes, the chunkiness factor on this watch is outstanding. You just can't go wrong with this watch. I mean, the proportions are perfect. It's a little smaller than I might like, maybe a 40 millimeter or 42 millimeter, but you know what? The 39 millimeter is a pretty good size watch as well. So I have a few watches that are in that 39 millimeter range, and it's about as small as I think I would want to go with a dive watch or an analog watch. But this watch just really has it in the size. Now, what about the fitment on this watch? The fitment is fantastic. The strap on this watch, and I have not put on, honestly, the bracelet on here because the bracelet to me, it's a typical bracelet. It has the micro adjusts on the clasps, so I'm not a huge fan of it. I really wish these watch manufacturers would put the adjust on the fly clasps on all of their bracelet watches, because if AliExpress can do it for the prices that they're doing it, you guys can do it as well. But just take a look at this, the different adjustability that you have on this strap. I mean, it is fantastic. So Casio, why is it that you guys can't figure this out, but everybody else seems to be able to figure out a strap where you can have multiple adjustments that are much closer together? I know they do this on their health fitness watches, but on the rest of their watches, like, come on, you guys could do better. And this strap is fantastic. It's a very soft rubber, very supple, and it's one that I just have no problem wearing. Take a look at the strap, because when you look at this strap and you hold it up, you'll notice that there is at the end a large notch right here. And that notch fits on the inner part of this keeper. I don't know if you can see that. There is a little notch that sticks down from the inside of that keeper. And that notch fits inside that keeper. It is perfect. It does a great job of retaining the end of the strap, the tag end of the strap. I have no issues with it. What a great idea. I know there's a few watches out there, or a few companies that do that. When it comes to the straps, when it comes to the design that they have, I love that design. I think it's the best design when it comes to any type of strap that you want to tuck away in there and not have that keeper come off the tag end of the strap. So kudos to Vaer for putting that piece together. This combination is outstanding. I've taken the watch off a few times over the past couple of weeks. I take it to the shower. It gets a watch shower, so to speak, and it's fantastic. Now, I think I made a mistake when I did my video short and said I wound the watch up. I was under the impression that this was a mechanical watch, an automatic watch, and it's not. It's a quartz movement watch. I didn't pick up on that until after I had made the video. So yeah, this is a quartz movement watch. So the accuracy of this watch is going to be phenomenal. It's a grab and go watch, and it has the one click or one tick per second movement, but I'm okay with that. I think it's fine. And again, I'm getting used to this quartz movement stuff, and this is another great one. Now, the finish of this watch. Take a look at the dial on this watch. It's a blue sunburst style, and I love the color blue on here. It has just a little hint of teal, maybe a little bit of green to it. And the bezel itself is also a brushed color blue. I wish the bezel had Lume on it. It does have a Lume pip at the triangle there between the, the 10 and the 50. But it really is a great bezel action. It does a great job of resetting back on the 12. No back play. It lines up perfectly. The second hand hits the second markers every single time. Just a fantastic, fantastic looking watch. Applied indices. Now, the one thing that I don't like about this watch is the date window. The date window, I wish they would have put it all the way down to the 6 o'clock position. It's hanging up in the air a little bit where I don't think it should be. And at the same time, because it gets closer and closer towards the center of the dial, you end up with a smaller date window, smaller numbers in the date wheel, and therefore everything is just too small, especially in a 39 millimeter. I wish they would have put the date window all the way out to the edge, totally absorb the 6 o'clock position, be done with it, and just go ahead and do it. Tear the bandage off. But I get it. They kept the minute markers on there all intact, and so I guess one for the other, but I prefer the date window all the way out to the edge. That is the only thing that I don't like about this watch. Take a look at the finish on this watch. You have polishing on this watch, you have brush finishing on this watch. The case back is really kind of interesting, but you have brushed sides, you have a polish lugs on here, and you also have some polish on the inside between the lugs. And again, the bezel action is great. The traction that you get on the bezel, I love the grippiness of this bezel. This is my favorite style. It has kind of that very fine toothy feel, but at the same time, it has enough sharpness to the end of each of those teeth where it's very easy to grab. Doesn't take a lot of pressure. And again, the bezel action is outstanding. Listen to it. That is so good. And again, it lines up at the 12 o'clock position, so it's no issue. Now, this is a 150 foot or 150 meters. Let me double check that. I think it's 150 meters on the depth rating on here. Yeah, 150 meters on here. So this is a perfect depth rating for the watch like this. It's also just a couple $100. I'll put the price down below here so you can see what the price is as of this video. And for me, this watch is a bargain. It comes with the rubber strap. It also comes with the metal bracelet. The rubber strap has the quick release bars on it, so you can swap this out in a heartbeat, no problem whatsoever. The handset on here is great. I absolutely love the handset. It's a sword handset, but take a look at the hour hand. It has that really broad hour hand look to it. The minute hand is nice. Very good differentiation between the handset, and also the second hand has that lollipop about 2/3 of the way down the second hand with a counterbalance on the opposite side. Now, one of the more important things about a dive watch is the lume. And this lume on this watch is outstanding. BGW9, it lasts all night. I've worn this so many nights to bed, and I wake up 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, and the lume is still going. And frankly, I can still read this without my glasses on, which is huge. So the lume on this watch is off the charts good. I love it. I might actually put this up against the Wise Adamascus AD8 that I have and just see how this watch compares to that. But the lume is fantastic. The finishing on the dial is great. The finishing on the watch overall is awesome. This is just a great, great watch. And for the price, you can't beat it. And the strap on here is so incredibly comfortable. It is so flexible. The one concern I have with such a flexible rubber strap is how durable is it going to be in the long run. But honestly, I don't care. I have enough watches where I swap these out and I don't wear this all the time. If I was to wear this all the time, every day, it's a daily wear watch, I think I'd be a little bit concerned about it. But at the same time, it looks like it's handling it very well. And I think this is just a great overall setup. So what's the score out of this? 9.9 out of 10. I highly, highly, highly recommend this watch. And yeah, I'm going to hang on to this watch. A screw down crown, by the way. And as a result, you get that good waterproof rating on here as well. So 9.9 out of 10. Put your comments down below. Vaer, you're doing a great job. I will do another review at any time. I'm really, really impressed. I think another watch that I would strongly consider checking out is their solar-powered quartz movement, which I think is a little bit more. But then you get the solar power. You don't have to worry as much about the battery. I don't know what the length of the battery is going to be when I get this from the factory. I don't know how long the battery's been on the shelf. I don't know how long the battery has been in the watch on the shelf. So all those things considered, I prefer the solar-powered cell with the battery quartz movement, and I think it'd be great. They also make some mechanical movements as well, automatic movements. I call them mechanical. It's mechanical in my mind, but I know it's automatic. But they have some other great designs, chronographs, dive watches, all the above. Absolutely, absolutely love this watch. This is a fantastic 9.9 out of 10. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and we'll catch you guys next time.